I think what you bring up is a really important point, both on the individual family level and on the macro level. Our largest communities, our large organizations and institutions and government, that there is typically and somewhat unconsciously, and now I think even more consciously, the desire to deny the things that are happening that are hurting people or minimizing them. And these are all what I point out in my book. My book is called America in Therapy, and really what I'm doing in my book is showing that some of the dynamics that you're talking about, abuse and neglect and addiction and all the ways that we harm one another, sometimes unintentionally, but certainly we are doing that, and sometimes intentionally. All the ways that we harm each other in our families are also happening at higher levels of organization of people. And organizations are made up of people. So if you have injured people running organizations, they're most likely to reenact some of their injury on the people around them. If they've been overpowered and hurt, and they're angry and they were a target, often they look for a target, because so often we repeat what we know. Or if I felt silenced and I felt like I had to submit and become passive in order to survive, when I go into a workplace where people are being hurt or mistreated or there's injustice, my coping mechanism might be to be quiet and be passive, because that's how I learned to take care of myself. And these two configurations are only some of many, but these two configurations of the aftermath of being hurt by other people with no way of escape or no way to get treatment, becoming passive and easily coerced, or becoming aggressive and identifying with the aggressor and taking on those behaviors, those two behaviors fit together like this. Someone who wants to dominate will look for someone they can dominate. And someone who's easily dominated will be easy prey for someone who wants to be in charge and take control of them. And this is happening in our families. You speak from another country than I'm in, but in America, I know that there's, from my practice of many, many, many years with hundreds of clients, that abuse and neglect on all levels, emotional, mental, sexual, physical, religious, economic, abuse on so many levels is widespread. And we have masses of symptomatic people who are showing their symptoms in society, and uh, they're really calling for help. Just like our body, if we have terrible pain or an infection or we can't walk, our body is calling for help and healing. Yet we don't often look at our psychological symptoms the same way. And we, just as you're saying, we minimize, we deny, we repress, we shame, we blame, we punish people who become highly symptomatic or who are calling out for the abuses that they see around them. And these are all dynamics of dysfunctional families. And that's what I'm trying to really elucidate in my book, that it happens on all levels. And if we don't stop it, if we don't see that our mental health collectively is really at risk on a national level in America for sure, and I think around the world for sure, then we're in danger of more and more divisiveness, more and more violence, and more acting out on our most vulnerable populations. That's what I see.